We all know that Remy was already out there having her little boy toy or whatever. Frank, he did come out and say that they were in a relationship for 2 years. So don't look at me and say, oh, you just came and messed up this happy home. That's not what happened, because that relationship was already over. Additionally, rapper Papo is in some sort of secret relationship while he's still married to Remy Ma. That's their privacy, and they didn't do that, but she's out with this guy, showing off whatever, so everyone knew that she was already seeing him. It was a private situation, and a private understanding of what was going on. From what I saw, Papoose was a good man, and I wish I had a good man like him. Now that he moved in with his new girlfriend, she got to play the hand that she picked, and he waited for her like she was in jail recently. She claimed it felt ready for this work. At this point, a dollar has nothing to do with anything else. It's just that part where it's like, you businesswomen don't know why we do that. You know you should come to me like, straight hello, bar this is, and you're too young to know about hello barber, this is music. After Remy shocked the entertainment industry by disclosing Papa's alleged affair with champion Claressa Shields on social media, Kirk Frost decided to enter the fray just when we thought things couldn't get any hotter. Believe me when I say that he had arrived with receipts and had no intention of holding anything back. With the ferocity of a protective big brother, Kirk Frost charged into the situation and defended Papoose, praising him for maintaining his honor and composure when, for those of you who want a detailed account of this hip-hop fiasco, allow me to take you back to the beginning of it all last year. The mastermind behind Papo's public humiliation, the revelation that Remy Ma and Papa's seemingly ideal marriage had fallen apart, shocked the entertainment industry, but it was only the beginning. Remy was supposedly out there playing games and getting cozy with other rappers behind the scenes, but instead of dipping his toes into this turmoil. A few weeks after the bomb was delivered, rumors started to circulate that Remy had been hanging out with an underground battle rapper named Easy the Block Captain. Get this tea, his rudeness and disregard for everything left everyone's jaws on the floor. This was just the beginning. A few months later, Rony was the subject of another shocking revelation, when sources claimed that he was involved in a polyamorous situation with another rapper, dubbed Bad News. The real fireworks started when Papoose finally decided to come out, and Remy completely lost it and decided to destroy everything after he lived his life with a new woman by his side and a child. A few days earlier, she blazed social media like the 4th of July, posting purported screenshots and receipts that claimed Papoose had been having an affair with boxing champion Claressa Shields. Remy went all out. Papoose handled the matter with dignity and grace even as his name was dragged through, releasing private conversations between Papo and Claressa along with the sultry commentary, and trust me, my love, she's not just giving hints, she's offering an entire dish of exposure. Not just the one where Remy revealed everything, including the disrespectful revelation that Papo allegedly slept off on the phone with Claressa while still living under her roof. She also revealed this shade, which shocked everyone because, as everyone knows, Remy has always been the girl who exudes the W-boss energy and makes people shudder with a simple glance. This time, honey, she chose to fight someone who hung up as soon as she heard my voice. The fight was more explosive than anyone could have imagined, and they truly struggled to make ends meet. Claressa Shields was not going to back down, and she returned with all of her championship titles in hand. She gave Remy a precise clap in return, and an SK combatant delivered a knockout. Everyone was wondering how a woman with 2 boyfriends could be upset with a man who only has 1 girlfriend. The outcome was total chaos on social media, but Claressa wasn't done. It's unbelievable that a 45-year-old woman is acting like this clown. Fake behavior and texting are insane. She had a huge tantrum on social media after reading Remy for filth, and I'm not someone you can bully because you're angry and bitter and making yourself look foolish. Remy never backs down from a battle and retaliates by correcting her own shade. Claressa, regarding her age. I'm not 45 yet, but you're 29, and let me just honey, you're not maturing like a good wine. Tell your boyfriend to buy you some flowers and gifts, she said, quoting Clara. This time, he was using his side piece, so he didn't even answer his phone, she said. Everyone's back and forth had their notifications exploding after months of keeping quiet. You have the movie, and then you have the coverage of who you're dating, your personal life beef with rappers, and all. I don't even know what you're talking about, and I have to be honest, because social media isn't real. The only thing I've noticed is that people are really intimidated by natural black women. So you're saying that the whole Remy and Pap situation isn't true? I have nothing to do with that. I've been honest in every relationship I've had. However, the reason it's being made into a story is because I'm 29. When we thought this situation couldn't get any more explosive, Kirk Frost decided to jump right into this blazing hot mess. Let me tell you, he came with receipts and had no intention of holding back. He stormed onto the scene like a man on a mission, defending Papoose with the intensity of a big brother praised by Papoose. Let's be honest. So this is what I'm saying, and when I'm ready to announce who I'm with, I will do that. For keeping his composure and dignity, while Remy was allegedly playing games and getting close to other rappers behind the scenes, but Child Kirk was just getting started. He didn't just dabble in this drama, he dove headfirst into it, calling Remy toxic to her face and exposing her for trying to play the innocent victim card when, in reality, she was the mastermind behind Papo's public humiliation. For those of you who made a thorough rundown of this hot mess, let me take you back to the beginning. Revealed that Rema and Papo's seemingly ideal marriage had fallen apart, but honey, that was only the beginning of this full-course meal of drama. A few weeks after that bomb drop, rumors circulated that Remy had been secretly hanging out with an underground battle rapper named Easy the Block Captain. Get this tea, this man was running in the same circles as Papoose, and his audacity and disrespect of everything had everyone's jaws on the floor. Hold on to your edges, because that scandal just got worse a few months later. For allegedly being involved in a whole pulley imbroglio with another rapper known as Bad News. Meanwhile, Music Papoose looked at her inside, if you know the woman Music inside. The man handled the situation with dignity, and Grace remained silent like a good gentleman, focusing on his future. He didn't spout any insults, or spill any tea, even though his name was being dragged through the mud. The true pyrotechnics started when Papoose decided to go out and live his life with a new woman by his side, which is when Remy went completely insane and decided to ruin everything. A few days prior, she blazed across social media like it was July 4th, posting alleged screenshots and receipts that claimed Papoose had been having an affair with boxing champion Claressa Shields. Remy wasn't just hinting at everything, she went all out by sharing private conversations between Papoose and Claressa, adding their own spicy commentary. Believe me, my love, she's not the only one. Everyone knows that Amar has always been the girl with the early boss vibe who makes people shudder with a simple stare, but this time, honey, she quickly heard my voice and got into an argument with someone who actually fights for a living, and the fallout was more explosive than anyone could have imagined. Claressa Shields had no intention of removing this statement, so she asked the question and returned with the evidence of all her championship titles. Social media was in complete disarray, and everyone was wondering how a woman with 2 boyfriends could be upset with a man who only has 1 girlfriend. However, Claressa wasn't done, she was just getting warmed up. She swiftly moved her feud from Instagram to Twitter, causing drama and making everyone grab popcorn with her nasty jabs. She posted, "I can't think this 45-year-old woman is acting like a clown. It is insane behavior to send phony SNS. Stop making yourself look foolish, because I'm not someone you can bully." Because of your anger and resentment, I was read by her for social media, which went completely crazy over philosophy. Remy never backs down from a fight and retaliated by pointing out Clarissa's age, saying, "I'm not 45 yet, but your boyfriend didn't even pick up the phone. Honey, let me just say that you're not aging my fine line." After a month of keeping quiet, everyone's notifications finally exploded this week, because he was working on his side project on this pedestal, held him in high regard, and had a lot of I had to say that Remy is a narcissist who chose to cheat repeatedly. Now that I've moved on, I've asked for a divorce multiple times when she's playing the victim, but she would rather clout chase on social media than handle this like adults. I told you that Remy Ma and Papoose are done. I told you that Papoose put hands on that little Remy Ma and Papoose were supposed to own this business together, but Remy's mom may have set us back 400 years. These men don't do days with us, let alone bids with us, girl. What's going on? I'm in my business, but you don't set us back 40,400 years, you did. They are never going to do nothing with us. They don't do anything with us, and then you're going to get a man who looks exactly like you, with a big hat and a little head, like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And let me tell you something. Kirk Frog hit the nail on the head with his observations that the double standards in this situation are screaming louder than a fire alarm. Why is everyone giving Remy a pass, just because she's a woman if Theo is doing half of what Remy is accused of doing on social media? Would be calling for his head on a platter. The hypocrisy of it all is mind-blowing, but because this drama train wasn't finished making stops, little Scrappy had to add his 2 cents to the situation. You know, when Scrappy speaks his mind, he leaves no stone unturned. A few months before our battle hit me and Holler, they knew already. I know he's up there trying to play victim and all that, but that was 2 years ago. I'm going to lie. Don't let anyone know. He put a recording device in Remy's car, so that's how he knew that he was a weirdo. You couldn't really hear me on the other side, but you could hear her talking to me. So that's how he knew. It's not cap. I have all the proof, so as soon as he says it's cap, I'm going to show you all the proof. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying like that? The way Papoose and Remy's relationship has deteriorated is painful to watch, but let's be honest, Papoose handled everything with the dignity and silence of a true gentleman on social media, while Remy was acting irrationally and disclosing his predicament, because she couldn't bear to see him happy with someone else. Claressa Shields was aware of this. Marriages only succeed when both partners are committed to making it work, and beyond fans aren't holding back when they share their thoughts about salvation. Some critics accuse Remy of being resentful and refusing to let Papu move on with his life after she publicly humiliated him. He made a mistake by trying to move on with someone else, but can anyone really blame him now that everything has come to light? Frost criticized Remy for trying to play the innocent after she was allegedly caught having an affair with that battle rapper. The whole situation is causing the way this entire situation has developed, even with a world champion, is a classic example of what happens when someone can't stomach witnessing their former partner move on to bigger things. The streets are humming with it. It's the epitome of the pot calling the kettle black, as some people claim that the media is being unfair when they accuse Remy of infidelity, when she was reportedly doing the exact same thing. Remy's actions are a prime illustration of how some ex-partners suffer greatly for the organization. In the grand scheme of things, this situation showed how toxic relationships can become during Pride Evo, but these receipts speak louder than any headline, and wounded sentiments take center stage. Remy's choice to discuss their personal issues on social media, instead of in private, shows how much their once perfect partnership has deteriorated and how public the relationship has become. Their separation has turned what should have been a private matter into a full-fledged entertainment extravaganza, with fans and other celebrities taking sides and sharing their opinions, as the public's reaction to her actions shows how times have changed when it comes to handling situations that are obviously out of control. Her handling of this scenario is a masterclass, in what not to do when a relationship ends, when it comes to relationship accountability, which is the scorching hot tea for today. As the drama unfolds, Papu seems to be trying to move on with his life, but Remy's actions suggest that she is still clinging to one thing that is becoming more and more obvious. Sometimes letting go is the greatest thing you can do for yourself and your peace of mind. Notifications for each transaction, because I have a feeling that this drama is far from over, and that we'll be here to reveal every last detail because, given the current trajectory of events, this story might end up being the biggest celebrity drama of the year, and we're keeping a close eye on it.